You are what I'm looking for. I know what I'm looking for.
Well, hello everyone. Today's video is going to be something a little different, as I have started working with Spellbinders on their design team. So I'm excited to share with you the Spellbinders card kit of the month. For January 2023, this is called the Indoor Garden. So we're going to go through the card kit and we're going to make a few projects with the contents inside of this bag. Now, my goal for this video is to only use the contents in the bag as much as I can. I can add in some of my tools and things like that and markers and whatnot, but for the most part I'm going to be using just the contents of the card kit, which is really fun. So let's take a peek at what comes inside of this kit. Alright, so the first thing we get is the little sheet that tells us what comes inside of the card kit, and we get cards and envelopes, card panels, pattern paper, chipboards, puffy stickers, you get chipboard frames, chipboard embellishments, gemstones, die-cut shapes, foam squares, and adhesive tape. There is also an add-on that you can purchase separately from the card kit, and there's a die set that coordinates with this kit. And this die set, I've gone ahead and I'll show you the dies. I've gone ahead and cut out some of the items already. So you get a flower pot, a bunch of different leaves, some embellishments, some soil for the top of your flower pot, a little basket, a face that you can add to your flower pot. And I've cut out some of the items. So this is a little basket. That's this die. And there's also the flower pot, and I've messed around and colored a little bit of this. There's some brown soil here. This is one of the dies that you can add, and little eyelashes to make a face on your flower pot. And then my favorite part is this. So I've gone ahead and cut this out and colored in all of the leaves and added some of the elements from those dies, and I colored my pot to make it look like a clay painted pot. Okay, so I'm going to use this on one of my card projects today, but I just wanted to show you some of the elements that you get with that add-on die set. Okay, so that's the dies. Now let's go through what comes in the kit itself. So we have some adhesive. We have a package of double-sided tape and some foam squares. Okay, I'm sure you've seen Spellbinders card kits from many designers before. So, I mean, this is not new to most people. The card kits are new to me. I've never used a card kit like this before, so it'll be fun to see sort of how I put this together to make cards. So it has these gorgeous gems, and these are adhesive back gems. And they have like a little gold flaking in them, which is really neat. See if I can bring this up to the camera. There's a lot of sparkle in those. Really pretty. Okay. Next we have the chipboard frames. And you get just a whole pile of beautiful chipboard frames that you can add die cuts and things into. Really cool. Okay, so there's that. And then you have some ephemera. These are like die cut pieces. And there's just a whole bunch of garden themed and plant themed types of embellishments. Oh, these are really cool. I really like these. There's so much that you can do with these. That's cute. Okay, so there's just a whole pile of elements to create plants and scenes and images. Oh, look at this bicycle. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so now that I've made a mess of this, oh, look at those rainbows. So pretty. Okay, next we have some chipboard stickers. And there's just some really, really fun designs, some tags and greetings and coordinating elements. I really like that ladder. Really cute little houses. Okay, so you get those. And then you have some puffy sticker embellishments. And I really like this. This will make for quick and easy sentiments on your cards, and that's really fun. Happy birthday, love your smile, thank you, you are enough, with love, thanks for helping me bloom. These are really nice. Super cute puffy stickers. Okay, and then we have pre-cut card panels. So this is really nice Spellbinders cardstock, and you get a whole whack of cardstock that coordinates with sort of the colors and themes in the chipboard stickers and the gems and stuff. So you get some really nice, this is like nice thick cardstock. I'm assuming this is like an 80-pound cardstock. Really, really nice. Nice smooth stuff. This isn't your cheap cardstock. This is the good stuff. And I like how they're pre-cut panels because you can use these for die cutting. You can die cut some of your elements, or you can use these to stamp on, and just so many different things. And we'll try to incorporate these into the cards today. Okay, and then next you get your pre-cut cards. You get 8. I think you get 8. 8. You get 8 pre-cut and scored card bases and envelopes, and these are the A2 size. And then you get a pack of pattern paper. This is single-sided pattern paper that matches the theme of the kit. Same sort of color scheme and stuff. So that's it for the kit. Now let's see what we can come up with. Let's pull all this stuff together and make some fun cards. I do have this Spellbinders flower making toolkit, and my goal will be to try to use the tools that are in here for this card project. So this has a bunch of different things that you can use to make flowers and scoring tools and things like that. So I've just gone ahead and pulled out some things from this little kit. I've got a pokey tool with a score tip, I've got some tweezers and some scissors. So my goal is to try to use only those things, and I have a trimmer here to be able to trim my papers down. Alright, so let's get into making some cards. So where do we start? I suppose we'll start with the card base. So we're gonna try to make a couple of cards. I don't know if I'll get through 8, but we'll try to make some. So we'll start with a card base and a piece of pattern paper, or a piece of cardstock. What do we got here? All right, let's work with that. And we'll pick out a pattern paper that matches this color. Oh, I like that wood background. Let's start with that. I do like this pattern paper. So let's start trimming these things down to create our background. So I'm going to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. And then I'm going to cut this down to 3 3/4 by 5. But I kind of want to make sure that I get, I guess it doesn't matter. I was worrying about getting that pattern centered, but I'm not going to worry. So 3 3/4 by 5. We'll save these little scraps here. And all right, let's get that put together. We'll check out this tape here. I like that this tape you can just grab and tear, so that's kind of cool. It makes life easier. So I'll use my little pokey tool. This is not very sharp, this tool. It's more for making flowers and things. Can't seem to get that tape off. Oh, there we go. I don't have any nails, so the problem with putting on fake nails and getting your nails done professionally is that it makes your nails weak. And because I really like those long fake nails, my nails are now weak because, well, once those fake nails come off, your nail needs time to heal, and my nails just keep breaking, so I can't grab anything. But anyway, so I guess we'll just talk while I work here, and I'll kind of work through my process of how I'm going to make these cards and what I'm going to do, and you'll kind of see how that goes. But I hope everyone had a great holiday season. It's now the first week of January here in Canada. I mean, I think it's the first week of January everywhere, but in Canada, it's been really nice weather. Really, really nice weather, and then it got really cold. So it's cold this week, and my family and I have been sick for all of Christmas. Actually, I might use this. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. Yep, I'm going to stick with that guy. So my family and I have been sick for the Christmas holidays, and everyone is over it except me. I'm still pretty sick. I just can't seem to get rid of it. I'm hoping that will dissipate soon. So I'm just cutting up these foam squares because there are individual little foam squares, but then you have all this extra, you know, all around it. So I don't want any of that to go to waste. So I'm going to use up as much of it as I can. There we go. I feel like I'll save the little squares and use up the edge and get that out of the way. I think that'll do. There we go. We'll get our plants situated. That's really pretty. Okay. Now we need a sentiment. What do we got here? Let's go with this one. Thanks for helping me bloom. That's pretty. We'll put that right in the center. That is absolutely gorgeous. You know what? I think I'm going to call that card done. Simple, not too complicated, very neutral color palette. I like that. Okay, card number 1. That was easy. All right, let's do card number 2. What do we got here? We've got this piece left over. I don't like wasting any of these things. I like to use a very, very little bit that I can. Let's save that. Let's go back to the cardstock. See what we've got in here. Let's work on some. Got some green. I feel like I want to make a nice white border, so let's cut this green one down. And we're going to go with 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, looks great. Now let's pick a nice pattern paper. I like that together. I feel like this is too bright. I'm going to show you a little trick how we can tone down a color if it doesn't quite match what you're working with. Because if you look at these greens, these are more of a forest green, and this is more of like a Kelly green. So I feel like it's too bright and doesn't really match along so well with some of these. So let's see what we've got. I like that. All right, I have an idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an alcohol marker. Let's try this one. I've got, that's like a yellow-green. No, I don't want that one. What about this one? Yellow-green 45. Okay, let's try this. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to grab a silicone mat because I like to keep my little cutting board clean. I'm going to run my Copic marker over the edge and try to darken that cardstock up just a touch. So you could either do, you could ink blend with your inks or color with Copic markers. So let's see how this works. If I don't like it, I can always flip it over and use the back. Did that darken it up enough? Let's take a look. Not quite as dark as I'd like it. Let's see here. Let's try some Gina K Designs Fresh Asparagus. Actually, I don't know if that will do what I want. Let's try it. Let's see. So we have got Gina K Designs Fresh Asparagus ink and an ink blending brush. And actually, I think that I like that better. The combination of alcohol ink and this, I think it'll be more the color that I want it to be. So all this to say that even though you get, you know, certain color palette in the card kit, you can always change it. You can, you know, increase the depth of color, lighten or brighten. You can use pigment ink if you want to lighten it. You could use a white pigment ink. You can use alcohol markers or ink blending brushes to change the colors. You don't have to be so particular about the color of the cardstock if you want to make simple and quick cards. But for me, however, I like to, you know, I like things the way I like them to look. So we're going with it. Okay, so now we're going to cut down. I wonder if we can add this in there. Yeah. Let's work with this. Okay, so we're going to cut this piece down. So we want a good, so what was it, 3 3/4? That was the size of this one. Yeah. So let's make this 3 and, let's just make it 3 by 5. Or 3 by 4 1/4. Does that sound about right? Or 4 1/2? What's the measurement here? 1 1/4. So 5 1/2 minus 1 1/4 is going to be 4 1/4. Yeah, there we go. So this final piece measures, I forget already, 3 1/4, 3 by 4 1/4, 3 by 4 1/4. There we go. Yes, that's perfect. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, so let's get this adhered down. And because this is a little wet, I'll add a little bit of extra adhesive just so that it dries nice and flat to the card project. Hopefully that tape will stick to that wet ink. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. All right, because my panel is wet, I'm going to need to pull in some liquid adhesive. So I just have a fine tip bottle of liquid adhesive, and I'll just apply a little bit of that. That will adhere this panel down. You could always take a heat tool and dry that ink, but I really saturated it between the alcohol ink and my ink blending brush. Okay, so that's good. And we'll get this adhered to our card. All right, that looks good. So now we got to figure out what we're going to put on here. Let's go to the die cut ephemera. What do we have that will stand out? Oh, that's pretty. Yeah. I really like that. Actually, this is kind of cute. What if we slip this back here? For we have a grounding layer for our house. Yeah, I like that. Do I like this house better? I like that this is so busy and then the house is just so simple. I think that's what I like about that. Okay. It's kind of silly. Doesn't make any sense, does it? I like that little sign. Oh, I like that. Yep. There we go. That was fun. I really like that. Okay, so let's get these things put together here. I'm going to go with the liquid glue again because this little pattern is going to kind of reach over to the side where that wet cardstock is. So I'm going to make sure I use that to ground everything. There we go. Okay, while we're adhering this down, so this sort of video style is new to me. While I was over the holidays, I really struggled to kind of keep up with YouTube because I had been so sick, and my kids had been sick, and my mom had been sick, and you know it was quite an ordeal, that's for sure. So it was hard for me to keep up with my YouTube channel, all of my orders, and you know, things like that. And I'm feeling, you know, kind of better. I'm not 100%. I still get pretty bad headaches. I've been a person that suffers with migraines for my whole life, and when I get a migraine, I can't function. So between sickness and migraines, it really took a toll on me. And you know, like when you're feeling sick like that, it can get depressing. You know, because as a mom, I have kids to take care of, and I have a puppy to take care of, and I have a job to do. I have a YouTube channel to, you know, bring content to. So all that to say, during the time that I was sick, something had to give a little, and it was my personal business and my YouTube channel that suffered a little. Not horribly so, but we're back on track now, but I'm working on it. Okay, look at that. That's so cute. I love that. There we go. Oh, oops. Don't say bad words. I said a bad word. I'll bleep that out. If you know what I did, leave in the comments down below if you saw it before I saw it. It's not backwards. Okay, so multitasking, you know, talking and working at the same time, not my strong suit. So how many of you have put your cards on backwards? Did you know that there's actually a market for this, left-handed cards for left-handed people? I've actually seen these in the stores for people that are left-handed that want to open their cards to the left or to the right, whatever, however, it doesn't matter. Okay, so anyways, there is a market for these types of cards. Not anywhere where I sell or give away my handmade cards, but if you've ever done this before, leave it in the comments down below and let me know how you did, what you did to fix it. So what I could do here is cut this off and re-glue it down to another card base, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Beautiful. Card number 2, complete. All right, card number 3. Let's see, what else can we use from this kit to create something fun? I feel like there are a lot of elements to this kit that you can make so much more than 8 cards. So what I thought I would do was create a fun bonus project after I made a couple of cards to kind of show you the ability to get more for your money and extend the life of this kit outside of cards. So that's kind of neat, and I'm going to show you that later on. So let's work on this card. Let's see what we've got for a pattern. My style of cards are very simple. I like to keep things simple. You know, I watch a lot of other YouTubers. I watch Christy Marcotte. I watch Jennifer McGuire, of course, Gina K Designs, of course, Amy Rysavy from Prairie Paper and Ink. I watch that. I also watch Cards and Coffee Time with Tina. I really like her style of cards, and I love the way that she uses pattern paper. Her and Christy Marcotte are great inspirations for me because I struggle with using pattern paper, and I love pattern paper. I love it so much, but sometimes I don't know how to sort of branch out to use it outside of, you know, my own little element. So I am kind of looking. I really like that. That's cool. Feels like, ooh, I got 2 of those. I don't think I was supposed to get 2, but I think it was stuck together. That's kind of neat. I think there's only 1 of each pattern in the pattern paper, so that was a kind of a fun little bonus. It felt thicker. Okay, so all right, I'm gonna use one of the chipboard frames with this piece of paper, so I'm gonna stick with that. And then for my background, I'm gonna do that one. What I'm gonna do is cover the whole card front with this pattern paper. And then I'm going to grab one of those chipboard frames. Let's see what we've got. That's fun. And I want to back the frame like that. That'll be cool. Is that the one I want to use? Or do I want to use this one? You know, I kind of like that. Now that I'm looking, this is a very soft and delicate pattern. I do, however, like this, but I don't know about this now. This is more of a harsh pattern, and I want something a little bit more delicate. Ooh, that's pretty. We're going to put die cuts, so we don't want that. What if we did that? Kind of matches? It's too matchy. Oh, that's fun. Okay, let's go with that one. All right, so I got an idea here. I got some wheels in motion. So let's start by cutting this piece down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, beautiful. And then we're going to cut this. How big is this? 3 inches. So we're going to cut a 3-inch piece off of here. We'll make it just a little under 3 inches. 3 by 3. And we'll put that right in behind there. That's pretty. Okay. Lovely. And let's get these adhered to the card base. I don't know what I just did here. What did I do? I cut this off. I cut it at 4 instead of 4 1/4. So that's kind of messed up now. Now I have to cut off another 1/4 inch to make it have a seam border all the way around. So let's try this again. And That's a quick and easy fix. Beautiful. Okay, let's get that adhered to our card base. Okay. Card base. Now let's check it's the right way this time. It sure is. Get this lined up. There we go. Now let's get our... Oh, does this have adhesive on the back? Oh my goodness, it does. What? That is an amazing little secret. The chipboard frames are adhesive backed. How cool is that? That's awesome. I love that. All right, so we're gonna just pop this on a bit of an angle. Where are we gonna put it? I guess we're gonna go right there. We'll stick that down. That's so cool. You know what though? I've covered most of the adhesive, so let's add a little bit of liquid glue there. Get that adhered down. And now we'll pop on our frame. Now I need to figure out what I'm going to put in that frame. What are we doing? That's kind of cute. Like a little shelf in the background. What is this? A pile of blankets? Ooh, yes. Let's work with that. Okay, so we're going to get this adhered. Now, I'm going to use my liquid glue because some of this is going to kind of overhang onto the frame, which I'm fine with, but I just want to make sure that I get that glued down properly. Okay, yeah, I like that kind of extending out like that. Don't want to go too far. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. I kind of like having the option of using a bigger piece or a little square. I think it's kind of neat. Makes it more versatile for the adhesive foam tape, I mean. Okay, now we got our little thingy on there. We need a sentiment now for this card. Let's see what we've got. Plant memories and grow love. Oh, I like that there. Kind of off the side. If I'm going to do that, then I need some sort of something to pop them up on one side because it's going to hang off of the chipboard frame. So we're just going to put a little piece of foam and see if that works. It's kind of too high. Oh well, we're going with it. It's happening. It's okay. There we go. Plant memories and grow love. That's super cute. Look at that. Oh, I love that. It's kind of like there's some plants in the background and your memories and your keepsakes and your photos. It's kind of cute. Kind of all ties together. All right, so card number 3 is done. And it opens the right way this time. That's a win for me. So let's take a look. We've made 3 cards so far. Super fun and easy. We've used a little bit of everything. We've got some of the chipboard and stickers, chipboard frame, the pattern paper, the cardstock, the pattern, did I say pattern paper? The die cut, the puffy stickers. So a little bit of everything here. And I have enough stuff to make a whole bunch more cards. Okay, so I'm going to stop that video here. And I will have video part number 2 to this card kit where I create some bonus projects that aren't cards using the elements from this kit. So stay tuned for that video. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're interested in purchasing this card kit, you'll find the products that I used in today's video linked in the description box down below. Coming up on screen is a video I think you may enjoy. Have yourself a lovely day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!